Reagan Getz. Foul number 13, Jillian Leos. Foul number 3, Kendall Rubin, her third. Team's first foul. And for the Swathers, number 10, Ella Kate Phillips. Basket by number 30, Lexi Jacobson. Swather called a full timeout. Subbing in for the Swathers will be Kendall Brugan, Julian Leas, and Carly Martell. At the line of 3, Kendall Brugan. Foul number 13, Julian Leas. Subbing in number 31, Anna Humphreys. Subbing in for the Trojans, number 34, Reagan Getz. Foul number 33, Abigail Pearson. That's her third, team second. At the line, number 31, Anna Humphreys. Abigail Pearson. Lady Trojans, number 2, Brielle Dodgick, and number 4, Elizabeth Healy. Foul number 4, and that's third, Subbing in for the Swathers, number 34, Carly Martell. Foul number 34, Reagan gets her third, team's fifth. Subbing in for the Trojans, number 30, Hesston Swathers. Her third, team 7. Subbing in for the Swathers, number 2, Sydney Kaiser, and number 10, Ella Phillips. Foul number 2, Sydney Kaiser. That's her third, team's 5th. 6th. Subbing in for the Trojans, number 33, Hesston Swathers, number 3, Lady Trojans. Foul number 2, her third, team's 8th. The line shooting 1-1 is number 3, Lady subbing in for the Trojans. Number 20, Saline. Swathers, number 31, Anna Humphreys, and for the Trojans, number 30, Lexi Dickinson. Subbing in for the Trojans, number 34, Reagan Dents. Full timeout from the Swathers. 7. At the line, Trojans number 2, Brianna Kochik. Swathers. At the line for the Trojans, number 31, Maddie Harris. That's her 5th, team's 9th. At the line shooting 1-1, number 31, Maddie Harris.
Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Back here in postgame, 49-36, southeast of Saline's Lady Trojans get the victory, and the scoring spread is something that really deserves some shine here for southeast of Saline. Coach, I'm going to give you some scoring here for southeast. Brielle Potachik, Abigail Pearson, Reagan Getz, all with 10 points apiece. Lexi Jacobson with 8, Maddie Harris with 8, and Avery Castleman with 3, as southeast of Saline spreads it out on their way to 49 points. That's pretty impressive.
That's very impressive. If you can get that kind of balance, that makes it very, very difficult for any opponent to scout and who are we going to stop, because you have to stop them all. That was an outstanding first game performance by the Lady Trojans.
Vernon Jewelers, gem of the game. You can probably go with those three that had 10 points, but I think that really caught our attention, and it's probably because she's shiny and new, is Abigail Pearson. The way that she played from stretch to stretch tonight, we saw her down in the post. I remember the first time we commented about her, it was because she was really anchoring down in the post.
Keeps it up because, like I said, the consistency is what I'm sure the coaches are looking for.
We are going to have a quick turnaround. I'm guessing that maybe these two teams warmed up in the gym next to us in Muir Gymnasium, because there is 1:25 on the clock. Be time we are ready to go for the guys' game. I asked Coach Flax Bryson on the bench here, pointed at the clock, and I asked him, are we ready to go? He said, yep. So we're ready to go. Again, 49-36, southeast of Saline gets the victory. Now we turn our attention to the guys' game as we keep it moving here. And southeast of Saline has their work cut out for them. When you just look at these two programs traditionally, Hesston is a beast. When you look at their last 3 seasons, they have had 3 trips to the state title game. They have back-to-back state titles that they are defending currently. Last season they were 25-1. They defeated Royal Valley, who southeast of Saline lost to in the semifinal, 51-41. Hesston got Royal Valley in the championship game. But over the last 3 years, they're 70-4. That is a huge, huge number for these Swathers. Their last loss, matter of fact, was to Hillsboro, who's the defending champion in Class 2A. Hillsboro ranked number 1 in preseason by the KBCA this year, and that happened on January 22nd. There's not a lot of teams in the state of Kansas that can come into this year and say that they currently are on a 16-game winning streak. But that's what Hesston can claim right now. Under the direction of first-year head coach Garrett Roth, after Greg Raleigh stepped aside, Roth was on his staff. He will take over this Hesston team that is led by Jake Proctor. Of course, everybody knows the southeast of Saline story. No seniors on last year's squad. We're not talking about a starter or a key bench player. We're talking about up and down the bench from guy number 1 to guy number 12. There were no seniors on this roster for southeast of Saline, so they are all back. I went through my charts. I didn't have to change any numbers. I just changed class and maybe a couple heights here and there. But, of course, they're led by the dynamic duo of Eli Sawyers and Nakari Morical-Palmer, and some really, really nice role players for Bryson Flax. They come in. Both these teams want to have the same end result, and that is to be in Hutchinson at the end of the year in week number 2 of March. So this will be a good game. Preseason number 1 is Hesston. Preseason number 2 in Class 3A is southeast of Saline. And this should be an entertaining contest. We will step aside. When we come back, we'll have the starters for you and the tip. It is southeast of Saline and Hesston after this on KINA.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Hi, everyone. It's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. It's a new Trojan basketball season, and our coaches have devised a solid game plan. Just like basketball, to reach your goals in the real estate game, we need to have a dynamic game plan. I enjoy working with many of our Trojan supporters in all aspects of real estate. Upsizing, downsizing, investments, town or country. One call to me and we will get your personalized game plan ready to win. Go Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell at SalinaHomes.com.
Need to make a power purchase by year's end? CanEquip has got you covered. With 14 locations, you'll find quality pre-owned inventory changing daily. Browse inventory right from your smartphone at canequip.com to see what's available. Looking for something specific? Visit CanEquip in Salina and talk to a sales professional to help you find it before the year is out.
CanEquip you.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here at what is really a nice crowd at Mabee Arena on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University. Southeast of Saline and Hesston getting ready to do battle. Let's go over starting lineups here for the Southeast of Saline Trojans. It has not changed since a flashback in March at the state tournament in Hutchinson. It is Eli Sawyers, a senior, 16.5 points a game last year. Nakari Moriko-Palmer, a senior, 13 points, 8.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists last year as a junior. Drake Augustine, a senior, 5.5 points a game, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Luke Gebhardt, a senior, 11 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And Daniel Kerr, the lone non-senior in the lineup. Danny is a junior. He averaged 4.5 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist per contest for Bryson Flax, who led the Trojans to a 22-4 record last year. He is assisted by Trent Douglas and Joe Ross. For the Hesston Swathers, they're coming off of a one-loss campaign, currently hold a 16-game winning streak dating back to last season. They are the defending state champions in Class 3A. Garrett Roth is their head coach in his first year. They will start Jake Proctor. Proctor is a guy, 15 points a game, 4 assists, 4 rebounds for the Swathers last year. He was the lone non-senior in their starting lineup last season for the Swathers. He will be accompanied by Adrian Hernandez, Tyler Rewerts, Lane McGill, and Micah Dalston tonight for the Swathers. Big matchup early in the season. Coach, what are your new image audio keys to success tonight for Southeast of Saline?
Well, the first thing is you can't stop Proctor, but you have to control him a little bit. If he's going to get his, you hope that nobody else explodes. Southeast can get on the boards against these Swathers, they'll be in the game. And the last thing is, it's a veteran team. So, and Hesston has a veteran team. But Southeast team has been through this for, some of them for 4 years.
Yeah.
And we just have to, like Coach would always say, we have to be consistent. We have to be better today than we were yesterday.
And don't think that these two teams are strangers. They ran into each other a couple of times in big games during the summer tours, and they had two pretty good games from what I understand where they went at each other. They know the levity of this game and what kind of weight it carries for game number one. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
Southeast of Saline, they're all whites trimmed in purple. Hesston wearing their all blacks trimmed in red, and we are just about ready to go. Adrian Hernandez will step it into the center circle against Eli Sawyers. And Southeast of Saline with Sawyers, they win the tip. Back to Luke Gebhardt. To the right-hand side, Drake Augustine. Daniel Kerr on the left wing. Gebhardt, Kerr. They were just playing football in Kingman 2 weeks ago. But they are out there tonight on the hardwood for Southeast of Saline. A tip by Hesston creates a loose ball. Hesston will keep it on the jump ball situation and a turnover on the first possession for Southeast of Saline. Set to inbound, Lane McGill in front of the scores table. They'll get it to Hernandez, now back out to Proctor. Proctor guarded here early by Drake Augustine. Threatens the right-hand side, now between his legs, comes back, changes his mind to Hernandez. That ball tipped as it goes to McGill. Hesston, though, still has it. Proctor, 15-foot jumper, drains it. Jake Proctor coming off of a screen, got clean, and went all the way to the free throw line, and a charging foul called here in transition on Eli Sawyers. Second turnover for Southeast of Saline, and Sawyers gets a player control foul.
That was on Proctor, I think.
Well, they changed it. The first signal I saw come out was player control the other way. Even Hesston thought that. Hesston was out of bounds, wanting the ball to inbound it, but they're sending Sawyers to the line for a 1-and-1. What a big swing that is.
Yeah. Well, I thought Proctor was on the foul. But
Sawyers gets the free throw. And points aside, just the main guys on each team where that foul may fall later on. We'll have to keep that in mind. Proctor with it, some fancy dribbling up top. Sawyers will settle in now after he pokes around up top. Drake Augustine back with Proctor. I'm sure Proctor will see a lot of Trojans here defensively. He lets a three-pointer fly. That won't go. Rebound down low by Nakari Morikel-Palmer. Up the sideline, Gebhardt quickly to Sawyers. Sawyers again in attack mode. Backs it down to Swathers, now to Gebhardt. Three-pointer on the way, won't go. Battle for the rebound. This foul will go on Sawyers as he was flying in to get the rebound, airborne, and collided with a Swather.
I'm glad Luke took the shot because that's he can hit the shot for number one, but number two is they're going to have to watch him if he hits a couple of them. Guess what? Opens up for everybody else.
I flashed back to last year. Who was really a difference maker in this game with the way he shot the ball was Daniel Kerr.
Yes.
He had a great game in Hesston.
Yes, particularly at the start of the game.
Hesston with the basketball back. They trail it by 1. It's a three-point play by Eli Sawyers that has put Southeast of Saline out in front here early on. We're about a minute and a half in. Man-to-man defense being applied here by Southeast of Saline. Hesston with the basketball. You wonder for these Swathers who's going to step up here and help Jake Proctor out in scoring. Proctor with it up top now has Sawyers on him. Wanted to shoot it at the free throw line. Now he's going to dump it off late. And help side defense arrived late for Southeast of Saline. And that pass by Proctor turns into a Micah Dalston two-pointer. 4-3 Hesston. 2 minutes in. And a traveling violation here on Drake Augustine. Southeast of Saline, their second turnover. Little choke and full court pressure here by Southeast in the full court man-to-man set. Proctor has it. Drake Augustine in the backcourt with him. Now they'll get a screen from Dalston. Proctor all the way to the cup. Bobbled the basketball and then gathered himself to get it off the window and score. 4 points for Jake Proctor. Sawyers with it now. Spin move. Gets to the elbow. Out to Nakari on his first touch. He'll throw in a spin move. Out to Daniel Kerr. His three-pointer flies. That won't go, and Hesston bats it out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast of Saline. Nakari Morikel-Palmer on the inbounds in front of the Hesston bench. He'll get it to Sawyers. Back to Nakari, who will find Luke Gebhardt. Lob pass over the top from the top of the circle. Sawyers gathers himself, but got shoved up too far underneath. He couldn't find the backboard. Here's Proctor off and running in attack mode. He'll cross over and get to the elbow. 15-footer, rolls around and off the rim, no good. Nakari gets the rebound. 3-on-2 break for Southeast of Saline. High pass for Sawyers. A lob to the rim for Miracle Palmer. He gets taken out, sits on the baseline as Hesston brings it back the other way, but Luke Gebhardt takes it away. And now a foul called by the opposite official. And a technical foul called on Southeast. Boy, things unraveled in a hurry on that play. And Bryson Flack's not happy. It appeared that Luke stole that basketball back away. I think this all began with a possible foul on Nakari as he was going to the front of the rim on that lob pass. What are you thinking here?
Well, you're right. They undercut Nakari on his attempt at the basket. Hesston comes out with it. Luke makes a steal, and the trail official calls the foul after the steal.
And then a technical foul called on one of the Southeast Trojans. I believe Luke Gebhardt's going to take that as well. He's on the board as 2 fouls. Jake Proctor at the free throw line. He gets both. 6 points now for Proctor. And that's something to keep an eye on as well. Luke Gebhardt getting 2 fouls right there. And now he's asking, why do I have 2 fouls? Luke seems a little confused about why he has 2 fouls. Here's a high screen. They try to lob it to the rim, and Nakari Miracle Palmer is there to take it away. Nakari down the floor. Finds Daniel Kerr on the right-hand side. Now back to Nakari. Danny wants to drive to the free throw line now. Back to Augustine. 5 minutes left to go here in what is already an eventful first quarter of action. It is 8-3. Hesston a 5-point lead. Sawyer's down low. He'll turn, draw a double team. Now kick it opposite side to Gebhardt for 3. That won't go down. And a rebound taken in by Hesston. Micah Dalston with the rebound. Proctor traveled with it, got to the rim, and Nakari rejected it anyway. A traveling violation here against Jake Proctor and Hesston, their second turnover. Nakari met that ball at the backboard with some violence, didn't he? Holy cow. We saw him kind of break out of his shell a little bit. He's always been a little kind of hesitant, if you will. And really in sub-state last year at Minneapolis, he had a breakout session, and that kind of carried into the state tournament. Here's Nakari now down low. Wards off a defender and then scores with the left hand.
Nice assist from Drake Augustine.
Augustine with a great look there. 8-5, back to a 3-point game. Hesston leading, Proctor with it. Fake the three-pointer, now Augustine will come up and draws attention, but Proctor again distributes a great basketball, and Lane McGill will score. And that's kind of your point in pregame. Proctor's going to do his thing, but if you give him too much attention, then all of a sudden he has everybody else with him.
Right.
10-5, Hesston doubling up Southeast of Saline here early on. Everybody touching the ball here on this possession for the Trojans. It's halfway through the first quarter. Here's a backdoor cut by Sawyers. Tough guarded jumper, crawls out from 12 feet.
Good shot, though.
Here comes Hesston back the other way. Proctor all the way down the floor. Layup good. Jake Proctor with 8. 12-5. It's a 7-point lead for the Swathers. 3:25 left to go, first quarter. We are still very early in this contest. Southeast of Saline, though, needs to find some rhythm on their offensive end. Here's Augustine driving, try to kiss it off the window over to Swathers, and it will be missed. Rebound, Hesston. Into the hands of Jackson Fry, who has come off the bench for the Swathers. Now down low to Adrian Hernandez. Over left-hand side, McGill. Still man-to-man here by Southeast of Saline. Here's a wild shot thrown up at the rim. Daniel Kerr will clean it up, but then Hernandez gets it from behind as Nakari Miracle Palmer goes to the ground, and now a palming call issued. Two teams exchange turnovers. Each team has 3 turnovers as Case and Lilly checks into the game. He will replace Luke Gebhardt. Also checking into the contest for Southeast of Saline will be Drew Richardson. And two guys have entered the contest here, Coach, that really can make a difference, especially with their outside scoring.
Yeah, you're right. Luke has the 2 fouls. You got to set him for a little while. But you're right, the 2 guys that we put in, they're both capable.
Nakari with it on the left wing. Skip pass over the top. He'll find Richardson on the right-hand side of Southeast of Saline's offense. Sawyer's tried to get it back inside to Nakari, and it's taken away by Proctor. Proctor running the floor. Out top, Fry bobbling the basketball, gets it back, plays it out for a three-pointer. That's no good. Sawyer's with that backside rebound. Here comes Eli. Often does not look for that outlet pass. He'll just bring it himself, and now loses the basketball.
Overhandled it that time.
5 turnovers for Southeast of Saline. Hesston back the other way. Boy, these guys are flying up and down the floor. Inside entry, back out. McGill looked at a 3, and now he's going to go into the paint. He'll draw a foul. Lane McGill to the free throw line for 2 coming up. Eli Sawyers gets the foul. That is his first. Actually, second foul. McGill's first free throw is up. That is no good. Hesston so far in this first quarter, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 2:02 left to go.
Got to weather the storm. If you're Southeast, just weather the storm. Stay in there.
Reed Friesen has checked in for the Swathers. Jake Gebhardt will come in for Southeast of Saline. He will replace Eli Sawyers and buy some time there for the senior. Gebhardt didn't play until the second half of the season last year. Really, it was the second half of the second half because of that knee injury he sustained in football. And now we see him, less than a year later, out there without even having a brace on.
Yeah.
Nakari within the backcourt, bothered a little bit by the Swather defense, had the ball go high on him, but gets it back without a turnover. Now he'll drive and he'll get a hand check. So a foul here on Hesston will be their second team foul. Foul on Reed Friesen is his first. Adrian Hernandez pops up off the bench for the Swathers. He will come in and replace Friesen. Richardson plays it in. He'll speed now to the far side, give it to Kason Lilly. Lilly back to Daniel Kerr. Kerr's defender fell down, got back up. Kerr pulls the trigger, can't get it to go. Nakari on the tip. Third time Nakari gets it to go. I don't think there's anybody else in high school basketball that can get up and down off the floor like Nakari Markle Palmer. Boy, he's amazing. Here's a near steal now by Danny Kerr. Hesston will keep it. They'll play it off to the right-hand side. Eric Schmidt, who has checked into the game. And now a moving screen here against the Swathers. They'll turn it over for the 4th time. Tyler Rewerts, his first. Looks like Drake Augustine will come back in. He will replace Daniel Kerr with 1:32 left to go in the first quarter. 2-possession game, 13-7. Hesston leading here. Augustine up top to Jake Gebhardt. Inside, Nakari Markle Palmer's having his jersey grabbed and all kinds of stuff that is probably illegal in 13 states. That's something, though, out of Nakari that it looks like he is in there for that type of contact. I'm not so sure even a year ago he was able to do that.
Well, seldom did you see him, especially early in the season, get in there and root himself in for position like that.
He'll let a three-pointer fly, and boy, the hand was not up for Hesston, and Nakari made him pay. All of a sudden, 7 points for Nakari Markle Palmers. He's got Southeast of Saline back in this game. Down by 3. Proctor to the lane. There's Nakari with the rejection. Proctor goes down. Here comes Southeast of Saline back the other way, and Drew Richardson gets bumped out of bounds. Richardson carried the basketball with him out of bounds, and the crowd from Hesston behind us doesn't like that call.
Well, he should have got a foul called.
It's either got to be a foul or out of bounds against Southeast, right? Here's Gebhardt in the paint. Out to Augustine. Three-pointer on the way from Drake, no good. Weak side rebound again. There's Jake Proctor. Boy, he is all over the place. Drew Richardson will pick him up. Proctor gets in the lane. Leaner won't go. Jake Gebhardt trying to rip the ball out. He does. Two Swathers hanging on him. Now plays it to Nakari. Cross-court pass, Augustine. Augustine dribbles his way into the middle of the paint. Finger roll is good. Southeast of Saline off and running. They have it back within one, 13-12. Half a minute left to go in the first. Proctor with it. He nears the timeline. Augustine with him right there in his side pocket. Proctor now will pull it out. He says, we're going to play for one last shot. 20 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Here the Southeast student body that is full getting into this game. Kudos to them. Clock down to 9. Here's Proctor. Case and Lilly on it. Case is going to go to the floor, tie him up, and they're going to say, yep, jump ball. Case and Lilly creates a Hesston turnover, and it was number 5, and Southeast of Saline will have the ball with 3.7 seconds left. If you're just tuning in, 3.7 seconds in the first quarter, by the way. I know it's pushing 10 o'clock. We'll tell that story at another time. Here's Augustine. He makes his way to the timeline, lets one fly. That'll be short, and we are at the end of one. Hesston, at one time, built a 7-point lead, but Southeast of Saline comes back. They have rattled off now 6 points on their own, and they are within one. Hesston leads at 13-12 at the end of the first quarter. We are back with Trojan basketball, presented by L&L Advisors after this on KINA.
Hi, everyone. It's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. It's a new Trojan basketball season, and our coaches have devised a solid game plan. Just like basketball, to reach your goals in the real estate game, we need to have a dynamic game plan. I enjoy working with many of our Trojan supporters in all aspects of real estate. Upsizing, downsizing, investments, town or country. One call to me, and we will get your personalized game plan ready to win. Go Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell at SalinaHomes.com.
Your mailbox is stuffed full and the phone keeps ringing. There are even strangers knocking at your door. Open enrollment time for Medicare and prescription drug plans is here, and it brings all kinds of unsolicited activity. Call a local firm with people you know at L&L Advisors. Plans can change pretty drastically year to year, and the agents at L&L Advisors are happy to answer your questions, give advice, and make you feel at ease. With 2 locations in Salina on Road Street and Central Mall, and on South Main and McPherson. Built on honesty and trust, call L&L Advisors today.
This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Devin Haney, Francis Flax, courtside here at Mabee Arena on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University. We are ready to start second quarter. 10 o'clock here in Salina. Thanks for hanging with us here on KINA. 910 AM, 107.5 FM, Salina, Kansas. KINA is your home for Southeast of Saline. Tonight the Trojans battling the Hesston Swathers, 13-12. Hesston with a shot at the goal here. Jake Proctor on the left-hand baseline. Elevated, couldn't get it to go down. And now Southeast of Saline will have it going the other way. Here's Nakari Morico-Palmer driving from the elbow. Left-handed shot is up and good. Nakari has 9. It's the second lead for Southeast of Saline. Remember, they led back when it was 3-2. There's a three-pointer now from Hesston. That's no good. Augustine with the rebound. He'll be shut off immediately and kind of stumbles as he comes across the timeline. Might have rolled that ankle a little bit. Nakari Morico-Palmer now has it. He skips it to Richardson. Now back to Case and Lilly, top of the circle. Nakari wants a 3. That one won't go. Fight for the rebound. Jake Gebhardt got a hand on it, but it's going to be taken in and controlled by Heston's Lane McGill. What do you think about the way Southeast closed that first quarter, Coach?
Well, they closed it the way they had to close it to stay in it, and now they're actually in control.
This Hesston team, we talked about how bulletproof they have been over the last 3 seasons. 70-4 is their record over the last 3 campaigns. Here's a shot up and good by Micah Dalston. That is his second field goal of the night. He has 4. Puts Hesston back out by 1. Eli Sawyer's on the bench right now for Southeast of Saline. He is nursing foul trouble a little bit with 2 fouls. Here's Nakari now in a Hesston double team, and he gets slapped across the forearm. Baseline official caught it in a foul here on the Swathers. It'll be team foul number 5 for Hesston. Micah Dalston's going to pick that up. That is his first. Eli Sawyers will check back in for Jake Gebhardt, and the first sighting of Caden Isaacson into the game. It's always fun watching Caden play.
It is indeed.
He will definitely get after it, and he is physical, no doubt about that. Here's Case and Lilly with it, top of the circle. He'll scoop a pass over to Richardson. Now back near side to Isaacson. Caden a little heel kick. Now he'll feed Eli Sawyer. Sawyer's working outside in. Goes to the rim. Tried to dunk it, and a foul will be called here against Hesston, as Sawyer's was met by the front of the rim, but Eli was looking to rock the house on that one.
Well, I'm glad to see him do that. You know, I'm not putting anything on me, but he and I worked on that for about 2 months. I told him, when you get a chance to go to that basket, get on the rim.
First free throw comes up.
Got to hit the free ones, though.
Shade to the right. He will get
now.
a second one. Reed Friesen guilty of the foul. That is his second for the Swathers. And that is their 16th foul, so they will put Southeast in the bonus situation from here on out. And that's a large chunk of time. 6:07 left to play here in the second quarter. Sawyer's second free throw goes home. So far, Southeast of Saline, 2 of 3 from the free throw line here in this game. Not a lot of free throws. Just a total of 7 combined between both teams. Here's a near steal, Kaysen Lilly. Now Kaysen out of position. 5-on-4 for Hesston momentarily. Three-pointer, left-hand side, won't go. Rebound, Isaacson. It's over the back against Hesston. Tyler Rewerts, his second foul. Gebhardt will check back in, and that rebound by Isaacson is going to send him to the free throw line for a chance at a 1-and-1.
Well, that's one thing he does and does well. He's a scrapper. We all know that. But he had great position there and held his ground.
First free throw rolls home.
Being undersized like he is, he really adds a lot to this team.
He bulked up over the summer, and we all know he is one of the best linebackers in Class 3A, and I kind of wondered how that would translate to the basketball floor. But, man, he keeps it moving, doesn't he?
I don't think it's slowed him down.
No. He and Mac Chambers, part of that Southeast of Saline defense that at the middle linebacker spot, those two as a tandem were terrifying for other teams. Missed the second free throw here. Proctor has it back, and now we're going to have an offensive foul, a push off on Proctor as he pushed Drake Augustine out of the way, said the baseline official. That'll be number 2 on Jake Proctor.
2 on him, I think.
Had the blocking foul against Sawyers to start the game that we thought was a charge, but it ended up being a block, and now that one there. Here's Sawyers fighting for the possession as Hesston pokes that away. And now Hesston ends up getting it back eventually. 6 turnovers for Southeast of Saline. Proctor backdoor cut. What a beautiful play that was as he feeds Jackson Fry. So Fry has his first basket of the game. 17-16, Hesston back up by 1. Augustine with it. Now he'll scoop it over to Luke Gebhardt. Back near side now on a skip to Isaacson. Caden feeding Kaysen Lilly on the opposite side. Lilly for 3. Cans it. Kaysen Lilly, when he gets going, he can be a dead assassin. And he knocks one his first shot there of the new season.
Well, there again, there's Isaacson. Found him over there in that corner from clear across the court.
Colton Diller's checked in for Hesston. He's working the right-hand side. Now the ball goes to the opposite side of this Hesston offense. Diller has it back right in front of the Southeast of Saline bench. We approach the halfway mark of the second quarter. There's Schmidt with it. Now he'll play it into the hands of Proctor. Augustine still there with him. Proctor tried to get his way to the paint and elevate for a shot. Had to give it up at the last moment. Now Diller, he's on a drive, and a right-handed layup is good. Colton Diller gets his first basket of the night. 4:14 left to go. We hope Shauna Smith can join us at halftime. We'll talk about a Lady Trojan victory. She might have to go home and put the girls to bed. There's a shot put up now by Augustine. That's no good. And a rebound taken in by Lane McGill for Hesston. And now a foul on Eli Sawyers, taking a nosedive for the ball against Jake Proctor, and that'll be 3 on Eli Sawyers. Just the 6th team foul, I believe, on Southeast of Saline. So no free throws here for Hesston. Not a killer for Southeast. Of course, you want Eli out there, but Southeast actually made their run with Sawyers on the bench and Nakari pretty much putting everybody on his back for a moment.
Yeah, you do want him out there, though. But that's a gamble play that he probably shouldn't have made. He probably won't make it again.
Proctor inside, faked the handoff, and then skidded his feet. I don't know if they called the travel there on Proctor or the guy on the left block that he shuffled the pass to, but a traveling violation here against Hesston. Augustine Isaacson, Luke Gebhardt, Nakari Morico-Palmer, and Kason Lilly all on the floor here for Southeast of Saline. Our game is tied. 38 points split right down the center. 3:40 left to go, second quarter. Kason Lilly has it, top of the circle, center of the floor. He'll go to Augustine left-hand side. Now Isaacson along the baseline. Skip pass over the top. He'll go to Gebhardt, who had to save it from going out of bounds, and he does so to Drake Augustine. What a play by Gebhardt. Down low in the short corner. Nakari has it. He'll hook a pass around Lilly for three. Got it to go. What a look by Nakari Morico-Palmer, and a three-pointer by Kason Lilly, his second. And a timeout called by Hesston. A full timeout, we'll take it as well. 3:12 left to go here in the second quarter. Southeast of Saline leads it by 3 here on KINA.
Suburban Appliance Center is your official dealer for Traeger grills. Check out this 6-in-1 versatile unit that grills, bakes, smokes, roasts, braces, and barbecues. Suburban is your exclusive dealer for the Traeger Timberline series, and they have your Traeger spices too. Suburban Appliance Center, they are locally owned and they offer appliance brands like Amana, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and of course Maytag. Suburban also offers exceptional service. Suburban Appliance Center, 1900 South 9th.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipsseed.com for more details.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Mabee Arena on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University, 22-19. Boy, the K-Dub guys, they're off to a great start, aren't they?
Yeah, they've got a good team, man. Coach did a great job of recruiting. He did a great job of recruiting, and they're really on a roll right now.
3:09 left to go here in the second quarter. Southeast of Saline on a little bit of a run here. They've taken a 3-point lead. Jake Proctor up top. Again, has Drake Augustine all over him. Here's a drive by Diller, and it's going to be swatted and taken away by Nakari Morico-Palmer. And now a foul in transition called against the Hesston Swathers. That will end up in Southeast of Saline's last 1-and-1 attempt for the first half. Adrian Hernandez guilty of the foul. That is his first personal, team foul number 9 for the Swathers. Augustine comes out, Isaacson comes out, Luke Gebhardt comes out. Jake Gebhardt will check in, along with Drew Richardson and Daniel Kerr. So a smaller lineup here for Southeast of Saline, but Hesston not that tall either at this point. First free throw by Nakari Morico-Palmer is up and good. Already double-digit scoring, 10 points for Nakari.
Well, he's doing it on both ends, Devin. It's not just his offense. He's doing a heck of a job defensively, too.
Got both the free throws to go down. They looked identical, both going through and just brushing the net on the way through. 24-19 now, the score. Southeast of Saline leading by 5. Here's Nakari and Proctor. Proctor going at it, leaning and putting the shot up and in. That's his first points, coach, of the second quarter.
Right.
What a play there. You always kind of cherish those moments when you see two alpha athletes go at it like that. Here's Nakari now, wanting it back on the same. He skips it across to Jake Gebhardt. 2.5 to go here before halftime. Nakari with it now in the keyhole. Backdoor pass to Jake Gebhardt. And a little hesitation play by Jake to gather himself, and he's able to score. What a look by Nakari. 26-21. Daniel Kerr now has drawn the defensive assignment for Jake Proctor, but a switch. Kason Lilly on him now with the basketball for Hesston. Jackson Fry. He'll play it off to Adrian Hernandez. Hernandez up top, guarded by Morico-Palmer. He wants to take him to the hoop. Gets that little bump, rises up, scores, tries to score, and it rolls off the rim. Here comes Southeast of Saline back the other way. Diller got his hand in it and knocked it off the chest of Daniel Kerr and out of bounds. Colton Diller coming in off the bench for Hesston, playing some good minutes here.
That was a really good look, but it was a little late. If they'd have hit him when he broke out of there.
Here's Daniel Kerr giving Proctor some problems. Proctor went for the basketball. Daniel Kerr dove after it and then knocked it out of bounds along the baseline. You're not going to hustle Daniel Kerr, I guarantee that. 26-21.
I'm not sure that wasn't off a Hesston player.
I know. 5-point lead by Southeast. Little token full court pressure here with 94 seconds left to play, second quarter. Jackson Fry with it. Open baseline here for Diller. He'll flip it up off the right hand, and that is no good. It's an air ball. Nakari speeding back the other way. He finds Jake Gebhardt with it. Jake back to Nakari. Two-hand slam in the paint. Nakari just flushed it down off the bounce. Wow, that'll get the crowd going. Here's a three-pointer deflected. Southeast of Saline battling it inside. Put back by Hesston, no good. Jake Gebhardt has it. We got a foul going back the other way for a double bonus. Jake Gebhardt lending a presence on the inside for Southeast of Saline here tonight.
That was a flurry. I don't know who it was that blocked the three-point attempt.
I think it might have been Nakari got a hand on it, which you shouldn't be surprised.
It shouldn't have been Nakari because he was in on the rebound, too.
I'm not sure it was his man that shot the three. He came lunging out, and I think he got a fingertip on it. Jake Gebhardt to the line here will shoot two. First free throw up off the back of the rim, no good. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. No run, no steps, just standing underneath the rim, two-hand flush by Nakari. That was amazing. Second free throw missed by Gebhardt. Now Hesston has it back. 1 minute left to play here in the first half. 28-21, Southeast of Saline. Proctor with it up top. Gets Hernandez to pop and catch. They try to go down low, buried on the baseline, and that ball knocked out of bounds by Kason Lilly, who was down to help out Jake Gebhardt on the low post. Proctor will inbounds. Hesston will keep it.
You know it's going to go back to him right after this. Here he comes.
Daniel Kerr bottling him up.
Here he comes.
Kason Lilly there to help. Proctor now between both of those. Had a brief look at a three, but he turned it down. Inside, an open man for Hesston. They can't get it to go, but then a backside rebounder comes in. Adrian Hernandez had a chance to put that in. They're going to say he was fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
I think Nakari got him.
So two free throws coming up for Hernandez. Nakari Moracle-Palmer with his first foul. Sixth team foul for Southeast of Saline as Hernandez misses the first. Hesston so far in this game, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Victorious night for Southeast of Saline's ladies. They win 49-36. Hernandez second free throw on the way. He got that one to go after missing the first. 28-22, half a minute left to go here in this second quarter. Nakari Moracle-Palmer has it now to Drew Richardson. Richardson up top. Wants to come back up to Jake Gebhardt. High-low entry down low to Nakari. Nakari let the defender fly by, but he missed the shot. Now Hesston has it. 12 seconds left to go. Defense in the backcourt by Southeast of Saline. They slowed Hesston down a little bit. Hesston now gets it off to the right-hand side to Eric Schmidt. Schmidt loses a defender, pulls up on the baseline, can't get it to go. Rebound by Drew Richardson, and that'll do it for the first half. 28-22. Southeast of Saline has a 6-point lead after trailing by 7 points late in the first quarter. And they will take a 28-22 lead into the locker room here at halftime. Yes, we are at halftime, 10:18 p.m., and we are at halftime of the boys' game. When we come back, Shauna Smith will join us. We have to talk about a Lady Trojan victory after this. It's halftime, brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
Hi everyone, it's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. It's a new Trojan basketball season and our coaches have devised a solid game plan. Just like basketball, to reach your goals in the real estate game, we need to have a dynamic game plan. I enjoy working with many of our Trojan supporters in all aspects of real estate. Upsizing, downsizing, investments, town or country, one call to me and we will get your personalized game plan ready to win. Go Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell at SalinaHomes.com.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at halftime, southeast of Saline leading 28-22. The Trojans coming back after trailing by 7 in the first quarter. They lead it by 6 here at the break. It is a battle of number 1 versus number 2 in the state of Kansas. Shauna Smith joins us now, and a lot of people talking about this guys' game, and rightly so. 2 teams that were at the state tournament last year. Hesston over the last 3 years have been 70-4, Hesston's boys records. But so a lot of people talking about the guys' game, but I think this girls' game deserved a lot of shine, too. Anytime you can open up with a team like Hesston that has been really, really good. It wasn't that long ago. They had a perfect season and won a state title. And a team that you get to open up with, and boy, your girls came out tonight and played really well, Shauna Smith. What do you think?
Yeah, I told the girls, for an opening night game, I'm very satisfied with what we did. We had some miscommunication in some places, but I was that's part of the game, and we're going to get better at that. But I couldn't ask for the girls to do anything better tonight than I thought we did.
And it started with your start. You come out on an 8-0 run. You never trail on this game. They got it close, maybe 6 points a couple of times, but this was a game that you were able to control throughout. Let's go to the power outage, because that is something that you had to deal with as a team. First of all, has that ever happened to you at all?
No.
Yeah, it was really strange, first of all. When you came in here, there was 2:46 left to go in the second quarter. You're pretty much starting the game over. It feels like you're starting a new game, and Hesston took advantage of that. They came out, they were the aggressors, and that 2:46, they were the ones controlling the game, weren't they?
Yeah, that's I thought they kind of just started attacking early, and we kind of were we weren't playing as aggressive as we were early on, defensively, and we just had some miscommunications. And then I think we said we kind of went back, and I think if I remember right, maybe Abigail Pearson hit us, got a 3 there to kind of got us going again, or somebody, I can't remember who it was, somebody got us going there to kind of get us back on, to kind of got us over that hump. I think it was just trying to get those first initial points.
And you didn't have a halftime. You just had a regular timeout that pretended to be a halftime. You guys starting that third quarter were a lot better. The intensity was there. What was the conversation like in the huddle to start the third quarter?
Well, we got to do what we do. Like I said, we came in here, let's go play like how we were. And like I said, I thought all of a sudden the intensity come out. And I think everybody, once you make that first bucket, everybody kind of relaxes, then things start coming a little bit easier. Because, if you're kind of not used to playing in a place like this, with the not having a, backdrop, whatever, right up against it, which our gym's kind of like that. Mm-hmm. But it's a different scene. So
your scoring spread tonight was pretty darn good. Brielle Potocik, 10 points. 10 points for Reagan Getz. 10 points for Abigail Pearson. 8 points for Lexi Jacobson and Maddie Harris. You spread it all out. There's a couple of things I take from this, and this is just me being a dumb radio guy. First of all, you're hard to guard because you don't know where the points are going to come from. I thought early on you guys did a really, really good job making that extra pass and getting the open shot. Second thing I take away from this, if you can go through a night and win by 13 and score almost 50 points and Avery Castleman only scoring 3, that's a pretty good sign as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought they said at different points in the game somebody scored. It wasn't just one person scoring or thing, and we actually that's how we know that's how our season's going to be. We don't have one person that's going to come night in and night out. It's going to, we need to have 20 plus points from them. We have, like we told the girls, we have 5, maybe 6 kids that are really capable of scoring 20 points in a game for us. So that's what's kind of nice. We can spread it out, our scoring.
there were times in this game, and again, you and I have talked a lot about the competition to start the season because of what we used to do and to what we do now. Addison Rohr is in there. She gets an offensive rebound, makes a good play, saves possession for you at the end of the game when you're trying to kill clock. She had some big minutes tonight. Emma Zerflu's in there. She's playing some big minutes tonight. When you have to break a press, Abigail Pearson is on the floor running the point on the press for you. She had a big night tonight. Those are girls that will build your depth and that will help you come off the bench. You desperately need that, and tonight was huge for them, wasn't it?
Yeah, kind of, and playing against that competition, kind of seeing what the game's about and, just how physical the game was. I kind of told them that, and we kind of got on them a little bit because they gave up maybe some backside help and sort of things, and kind of how, they listened to it for a whole year about, how we're going to guard one person but another person be differently guarded. Well, tonight, they got to make those adjustments, during the game, whatever, how we're going to guard those people. And I thought, they're going to get better at that just by playing.
Does Abigail Pearson, does she have a temperature? It just seems like ice veins just running through her. She was unflawed by anything tonight. Just looked fearless.
That she is fearless. She's a fearless kid. You tell her to go play anywhere, she's going to go play that position. She's going to play a lot of posts for us this year. Just because she is fearless and she doesn't care about size. That's nothing to her.
You're going to have a quick turnaround now. Thankfully, we got this game in tonight because you're going to need a practice on Monday to prepare for Smoky Valley on Tuesday. But your schedule here before break is pretty stacked up as well. You're going to have Abilene in there. You're going to have a very good Hillsboro team tonight, which I think routed Sterling in their first game of the season. But just kind of the competition that you play, you're going to get a good temperature on this team and give them a chance to grow before break, aren't you?
Yeah, I like the schedule. I like playing those teams. It's only going to make us better and only makes us better for, postseason. You kind of see where we're at. So I like those kind of getting to play the schedule.
I know it all evens out in the end, but do you like, especially with kind of some newer people playing and some new place or some old faces in new places, do you like opening the first two games at home?
Yeah, I think it's.
It was two homes, really. I mean, they both have purple in them, though. So,
honestly, I didn't. I maybe just to kind of like sometimes you get that confidence of shooting right away for some people. So maybe we'll have some more confidence on Tuesday night.
Well, it was a weird night. There's no doubt about that. If people are tuning in, I keep telling them that we're at halftime and it's almost 10:30. I told Francis Flax, though, it's great. We're having Midnight Madness to start the season, so that's fun as well.
Yeah, that's what I said, too. I'm like, I'm going to go do that radio interview, and it's 10:30 at night.
I thought I kind of took a mulligan for you there. I said, I don't know if we're going to have Sean or not. The girls had to go to bed, I know, but hopefully they're still hanging in there as well. Good job on the win tonight. We'll talk to you on Tuesday.
Okay, thank you.
Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans. They win tonight 49-36. They never trailed in defeating the Hesston Lady Swathers here tonight, both at Southeast of Saline and at Mabee Arena on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan. 60 seconds, back with the second half of the boys contest after this on KINA.
Your mailbox is stuffed full, and the phone keeps ringing. There are even strangers knocking at your door. Open enrollment time for Medicare and prescription drug plans is here, and it brings all kinds of unsolicited activity. Call a local firm with people you know at L&L Advisors. Plans can change pretty drastically year to year, and the agents at L&L Advisors are happy to answer your questions, give you advice, and make you feel at ease. With 2 locations in Salina, on Roach Street and Central Mall, and on South Main and McPherson. Built on honesty and trust, call L&L Advisors today.
Your hard-working John Deere compact utility tractor deserves to be taken care of. And right now is the best time to get your equipment serviced at Prairie Land Partners. Choose from a silver or gold service package on compact tractors under 100 horsepower. Plus, they are offering hauling specials for your convenience. Visit prairielandpartners.com or call today to get your equipment serviced by a John Deere certified technician.
Delivering the right solution. Prairie Land Partners.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
I got 28-22. Our score here at the break is just kind of seems like our whole evening has been accelerated, and we're just kind of moving right along here. Devin Haney, Francis Flax back here at Mabee Arena on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan. And, boy, you look at this game, Southeast of Saline trailing by 7. They come out now with a 6-point lead to start the third quarter, led by Nakari Merkel-Palmer with 13 points, 2 big three-pointers by Kason Lilly, 4 points for Eli Sawyers, 2 points for Drake Augustine and Jake Gebhardt, 1 point for Caden Isaacson. And Jake Proctor so far has 10 points for the Hesston Swathers. That's about around his average. He averaged 16 points a game last year, but got out to an 8-point first quarter, held to just 2, Coach, in the second quarter.
Yeah, the guys are doing a good job on him. They're making him give the ball up, and I don't think he likes to do that too much. But he's a good player. I mean, he knows how to handle it. He's got great body control, and he's got a nice shot.
28-22 our score. Southeast of Saline will start out with the basketball and a 6-point lead. Starters on the floor here for the Trojans. It's Kerr, Luke Gebhardt, Drake Augustine, Nakari Morico-Palmer, and Eli Sawyers. Against Sawyers with 3 fouls, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. Here's Kerr trying to force it into Sawyers. Sawyers fighting off one of the defenders. Now a steal back by Drake Augustine, and he's going to knock in a 2. Drake sneaky there underneath, able to poke that ball away and then cash it in for Southeast of Saline. That lead now grows to 8. 30-22. Proctor with it, top of the circle. Luke Gebhardt now on Proctor. There's a pass down low. Missing for Hesston. Rebound. Nakari Morico-Palmer behind his back, out of trouble. Gives it to Sawyers. Pulled up on the left wing. That three-pointer forced in won't go. And Hesston now will come away with it. Long pass up the floor, stolen away by Nakari. 2 turnovers here for Hesston. Nakari all the way down the floor. And a blocking foul will be called here on Tyler Rorts.
Yeah, on that last pass on the post, Eli really had his man sealed, but Danny threw it to the defensive side where the player had his hand. If he threw it right to Eli, I think he at least would have drawn a foul.
Augustine watching Luke Gebhardt as he comes through, gets him the ball. Now a lob pass from Luke to Eli Sawyers on the back side of the rim. That one crawls out, no good.
It was a good play. Eli's pressing just a little bit. He's got to let the game come to him right now. And he's got 3 fouls, so that's, he's just a little hesitant.
Jackson Fry did not start the game. He does start the second half. He passes the ball inside, and now an extra pass goes to Lane McGill. And McGill able to score. He has 5 for Hesston. 30-24 is our score. Lob pass inside for Nakari, and that ball squirts out of bounds into the Southeast of Saline student body. That's another turnover for Southeast of Saline. Glad you could join us if you're still with us on Solana Post watching live stream video presented by L&L Advisors. Hesston with it, bringing it up the floor. Drake Augustine will meet him. High pick. Proctor goes away from the screen, now forces a pass left-hand side, and it goes out of bounds. Southeast of Saline will take over. 3 turnovers in 4 possessions for Hesston so far to start the second half.
Time for a bucket for the Trojans.
Augustine with it, floating down the left-hand side. He'll turn away a pick from Nakari Morico-Palmer. Try to go high post to Eli Sawyers. Bodies hit the floor. Ball is running around. Luke Gebhardt will pick it up. Luke now to Sawyers. Sawyers tried to get it back to Luke, and it's going to be deflected and taken away. Up the floor comes Reed Friesen. He was also a guy who did not start this game, but started second half. Proctor on the secondary break unleashes a 3. That's no good. Gebhardt with the rebound. Here comes Danny Kerr. He gets into the lane. Runs into a Hesston defender. They're going to say it's a block on Jake Proctor. That is number 3 on Jake Proctor. Bryson flags up, asking where the ball will be inbounded at. They're going to spot it on the side opposite the scores table. Augustine gets it into Sawyers. Now to Luke Gebhardt. 5:25 left to go here, third quarter. Another lob pass at the rim. Gebhardt looking for Sawyers. Meanwhile, Eli was trying to get away from Lane McGill, who was defending him up. He was locked up with McGill and was unable to get to the ball.
Tough pass to make. You have to get that to the wing and then let the wing feed the post.
4 turnovers here in this third quarter for Southeast of Saline. Proctor walking it up the floor. Picked up by Drake Augustine. He'll float off to the right wing. Now dumps it inside to McGill. And they're going to have a foul here on Southeast of Saline down low on the block right as McGill is getting ready to go to work. And that is going to be on Daniel Kerr. Just the first for Kerr. He will come out of the game. Kason Lilly will check in for Southeast of Saline. Lilly, part of that senior class. Here's McGill inside, slamming on the brakes and then elevating the score. Southeast of Saline lead down to 4, 30-26. Lilly has it on the right wing, now to Luke Gebhardt. Nakari Morikel Palmer, back to Lilly. Three-pointer, he is 3 for 3 in this game. 9 points for Kason Lilly, and just as Southeast needed a bucket, Lilly delivers. Hesston with it, looking to go down low. Augustine gambled on the steal. Proctor picks it up and scores. Jake Proctor now with a dozen. That's his first bucket of the second half. There's Nakari with it, going to work up top of the circle. Spins his defender off, step back, dishes it out to the left-hand side of the offense, Luke Gebhardt. Now to Sawyer's top of the key. Over to Luke Gebhardt, now back up top, Kason Lilly. Everybody's touched the ball here on this possession. Halfway through the third period. Gebhardt, long three, splashes it home. First basket of the game for Luke Gebhardt. 35-28. There's Proctor driving. Left that one long as Sawyer's bothered his shot. Nakari Morikel Palmer cleans it up. Gebhardt into the paint. Over to Lilly. Kason. Gleaner up and good. Boy, Kason Lilly having it tonight. He has 11 points and he is 4 of 4 from the floor.
That was a nice floater, man. He took that baseline, 3 defenders there. He just floated it over all 3 of them.
And the first defender got lost because he was used to Kason shooting 3-pointers. He went flying out and Lilly drove right by him. Now a ball that goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Hesston, and they want a full timeout. 5 turnovers for Hesston here in this third quarter. Southeast of Saline has their biggest lead of the night and will step away. 3:29 left to go here in the third. 38-28. Southeast of Saline here.
Hi, it's Sarah.
And Addison.
Are you the guy who doesn't know what to give your wife or parents for Christmas because they already have everything? Give them the gift of time from Mary Maids in Salina and Abilene. It's perfect. Who doesn't need more time? Gift certificates are available in any denomination. Mary Maids can clean your house from top to bottom. So give the gift of time this Christmas with a gift certificate from Mary Maids in Salina and Abilene.
Find Mary Maids on Facebook or at marymaids.com.
Mary Maids, relax. It's done.
Salina Septic Services provides septic services including septic tank installation, inspection, and repair. In addition to professional septic tank services, we also provide portable restroom rentals. We have many options available, including his and hers portable restrooms and hand washing sinks. Setup, service, and removal are all part of our rentals. Whether you project a long-term construction job or a family gathering, we guarantee a clean porta potty. Find us today at salinasepticservice.com, proudly supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
3:29 left to go here in the third. Back at Mabee Arena on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan. Southeast of Saline leading Hesston. Here's Lilly again for 3, and you got to be kidding me now.
Well,
Lilly.
That was a heck of a play set up in that timeout.
Absolutely. Nakari Morikel Palmer caught it at the elbow. He drew all the attention and then kicked it out to the hottest shooter in the gym right now, Kason Lilly. 41-38 is a 13-point lead for Southeast of Saline.
Another foul on Hesston.
And another player control foul that ends up being a turnover.
That's on Proctor.
Boy, that is 4 now on Proctor, and Hesston in trouble. Their star has 4 fouls and another turnover. They have 6 turnovers here in this third period. 3:07 left to go, still in the third. 13-point lead for Southeast of Saline. Out to Drew Richardson. He wants in on the action. 3-pointer good. Drew Richardson gets his first basket of the game. And all of a sudden, threes are raining for Southeast of Saline. 44-28. 2:44 left to go. Hesston looking to generate some offense without Proctor on the floor. Hernandez, turnaround jump shot. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Nakari Morikel Palmer there to grab the rebound. Long outlet to the left-hand side to Richardson. And now Jake Gebhardt coming down the floor will be hand-checked, and a foul will be called against Hesston. 4th team foul.
The foul notwithstanding, that was a heck of a fast break.
Yeah, it was.
Every lane was filled. They hit the wing, and Jake Gebhardt going down the lane, and he scored. Foul before the score.
And I think for the first time in a long time, as Kason Lilly misses his first shot, for the first time in a while, we're seeing a healthy Jake Gebhardt, and I've noticed he's beating most everybody else down the floor. It doesn't matter what end it is, but he is really working baseline to baseline here tonight. Here's another miss by Hesston, and another rebound by Southeast of Saline's Nakari Moriko-Palmer. Nakari working it off the right-hand side now, looking inside at Jake Gebhardt. Now he'll play it out to Kason Lilly. Poor spacing here by Luke Gebhardt and Lilly. They'll get that worked out. Jake Gebhardt now has it up high, plays it to Nakari down low, and Nakari being grabbed and bumped, and another foul called on Lane McGill. Actually, excuse me, on Hesston. That's Lane McGill's first. Boy, they are being awfully aggressive with Nakari, aren't they?
They certainly are. He's answering every call.
Yeah, he is. He has that look on his face right now that something tells me he's not going to fail tonight. Here's Kason Lilly with it. He pops free on the inbounds. Now to Luke Gebhardt. Luke was looking for Drew Richardson, continue that cut, and throws it away. That's 5 turnovers now in this quarter for Southeast of Saline. 1:40 left to play in the third. Southeast has built a 44-28 lead, mostly with their defense holding Hesston to just 6 points so far here in this third period. Hesston working on the left-hand side. Now they'll dribble all the way back up to the Coyote logo, and a steal by Drew Richardson and a foul on Tyler Ruwarts. So turnover number 7 for Hesston. Ends up now on the 4th team foul for the Swathers. And that'll be the 4th foul on Tyler Ruwarts. So 2 Hesston Swathers with 4 fouls. And for the first time, we see Asher Duchendorf come off the bench for the Swathers. Still guys shuffling in and out. Caden Isaacson has come on the floor for Southeast of Saline. He's out there with Sawyers, Lilly, and Augustine. Sawyers has it up top. Tried to go mid lane to Isaacson. Ball gets tipped out. Isaacson will save it. Now to Richardson. Kason Lilly will use Richardson as a little bit of a screen there. He'll curl around, try another runner, and that one won't go. Rebound here by the Swathers. Friesen cleans it up. Hesston bringing it down the floor. Micah Dalston. He'll play it to Duchendorf. Now back to Dalston. Boy, Hesston, they're running offense, but they look lost without Jake Proctor right now. Here's a drive by McGill. He'll throw it out for a three-pointer that goes up. That's an air ball, no good. And Southeast of Saline will take possession going back the other way. 31.7 seconds left to go here in this third period. And this run for Southeast of Saline started back with about 3 minutes left to go in the second period. Southeast of Saline wanting to run the clock here. Just heard Coach Bryson Flack say we don't have to go early. Use that clock up. And now a foul down low called against Sawyers trying to post up. And for Eli, this will be number 4. So Proctor and Sawyers both have 4 fouls now. And Proctor jumps up off the bench. He'll come in and play offense for this last 11.9 seconds. Hesston with the last crack at it here. They get Proctor. The basketball inbounds will be picked up at the timeline by Drake Augustine. Proctor crosses over, floats left. Now a three-pointer on the way for Hesston, and that's going to be good off the feed from Proctor. Micah Dalston gets a three-pointer. He has 7, and that will bring us to the end of the third. Big shot there by Hesston. 44-31 is our score as we go to the fourth and final quarter. You're listening and watching on Salina Post to Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball, and it's brought to you by L&L Advisors.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Your mailbox is stuffed full and the phone keeps ringing. There are even strangers knocking at your door. Open enrollment time for Medicare and prescription drug plans is here, and it brings all kinds of unsolicited activity. Call a local firm with people you know at L&L Advisors. Plans can change pretty drastically year to year, and the agents at L&L Advisors are happy to answer your questions, give advice, and make you feel at ease. With 2 locations in Salina on Road Street and Central Mall, and on South Main and McPherson. Built on honesty and trust, call L&L Advisors today.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Devin Haney, Francis Flax back here. 44-31, southeast of Saline at Mabee Arena, leading the Hesston Swathers. And, Coach, what do you think about this fourth quarter here? Southeast of Saline right now has the edge.
I tell you, the first 2 or 3 minutes of this quarter is going to tell the tale.
Hesston starts out with the basketball, southeast with a deflection, but Hesston gets it back, and Jake Proctor goes to the hole and scores. His second bucket of the second half, he has 14 points. Here's Nakari Morikel-Palmer now. Gets a little bump, and he shuffled his feet, and they're going to call a traveling violation against Nakari.
It's 1 possession to nothing on Hesston. Heston's got that right now to begin the quarter.
Isaacson, Lilly, Augustine, Richardson, Nakari Morikel-Palmer for southeast of Saline. 44-30 our score. McGill has it, left-hand wing for Hesston. Now he'll play it back to Dalston, who hit that big 3 right at the buzzer. Now a 3-pointer off the left wing, that's no good, but flying in, getting the basket for the Swathers is Jackson Fry. That's his second bucket of the night. Augustine with it now, in front of the scores table, right-hand side of that Trojan offense. This lead has been trimmed down to 9. It's a little 7-0 run here for the Swathers with that 3-pointer at the end of the third, and they have the first 2 buckets here of the fourth. Now a turnover. Proctor takes it away, and he's going to bobble the basketball and then fall down, and it's going to be a traveling violation on Jake Proctor. The 2 teams exchange turnovers there.
Yeah, that was a fortunate break for the Trojans right there because it was a bad pass by one of our people, and Proctor just mishandled it.
And now southeast of Saline will do the same. Kason Lilly looking to lead Drew Richardson up the floor. And that ball goes off the fingertips of Richardson and out of bounds. Boy, this second half on both sides has been filled with turnovers.
Yeah.
Both teams have 8 turnovers here in the second half alone.
Well, to start this fourth quarter, we've had at least 3, if not more.
Yeah. Here's a near steal by Drake Augustine. He was hounding Jake Proctor, and they're going to call a foul here on Augustine. For Drake, that will be his first. Team foul, 3 on southeast of Saline. Luke Gebhardt wanting to check in. He's coming to the scorer's table. Officials didn't see him. Now they're going to stop the inbounds attempt. Wave him in. Kason Lilly will come out. Also, Jake Gebhardt coming into the game. He will replace Caden Isaacson, who was able to give Jake a little bit of a break there. 6:32 to go. 44-35, southeast of Saline. Preseason number 2. Hesston, preseason number 1. Trailing by 9. Swathers have the basketball. It's Luke Gebhardt on Jake Proctor. Proctor wants to drive. He kicks it out again. Here's another 3. That won't go, and another backside rebound by Jackson Fry. Boy, they keep running the same look over and over. It's Proctor getting to the paint, kicking it out to Dalston for the 3, and then Jackson Fry comes just launching in from the outside on the backside. A foul on Nakari Morikel-Palmer. This is his second. Team foul number 4 on southeast of Saline. Hesston has 6 team fouls. 6:15 left to go. Here's a guy getting free inside for the Swathers, and it's going to be a 2-pointer by Reed Friesen, his first basket of the night. A 7-point lead now for southeast of Saline. It's a 9-0 run. Gebhardt with it on the right wing. Looking inside at Nakari. Now Nakari will move away as Gebhardt drives baseline. Out to Richardson for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound inside, taken in by Reed Friesen for Hesston. Back the other way we go. Jackson Fry has it. He'll go out to Proctor. Standing on the college line, he launches a 3. It comes up short. Now a shot blocked off the backboard. Jackson Fry with another rebound, but that time he was denied by Nakari Morikel-Palmer. And a timeout will be called here by Southeast of Saline. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. 5:28 left to go. A timeout and back with more Trojan basketball.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
44-37 is our score. Southeast of Saline leading over the Hesston Swathers, but the Swathers right now, Coach, on a 9-0 run. Southeast of Saline needs to stop this momentum and get some back on their side.
We need a bucket, any sort, free throw, two-pointer, three-pointer. We need a bucket.
Luke Gebhardt has the basketball with Drew Richardson, Drake Augustine, Nakari Moracle-Palmer, and Jake Gebhardt. Luke with it, feeding Nakari in down low. Here comes all the attention now. Nakari will play it back out to Jake. Gebhardt will swing it around. It ends up with Drake Augustine on the other side, and now a foul will be called as Nakari moved from one lane side to the other lane side. He was checked pretty good, and a foul will be called that will send Nakari Moracle-Palmer to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Hopefully he'll hit one, and what I told you might come true. Got to have one.
Yes, sir.
Any way, shape, or form.
Lane McGill on the foul. That's his second. Nakari misses the free throw. Ball, though, tipped it back up by Lane McGill, it looked like, but Jake Gebhardt's going to get credit. That was something. Second basket of the night for Jake Gebhardt. Now a steal. Drake Augustine takes it away. He's going to go all the way to the cup, and a blocking foul on McGill, who's tried to slide in at the last minute. He had no chance to getting there in time, and now two free throws coming up after the steal by Drake Augustine. That free throw by Nakari came off. It was McGill and Jake Gebhardt battling for it. It shot back up off the backboard and went in, and Jake Gebhardt puts his hand up in the air, fist clenched it up.
Well,
yep.
He did swat at it.
That was something else. It's, you know, those Gebhardt boys, they have a knack for doing something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they do.
Drake Augustine on the free throw. Gets that to go down. Drake's had an active night defensively. That's his fifth point on offense. Misses the second free throw. Proctor with the rebound for Hesston. 10-point lead for Southeast of Saline. That little trip they had there broke the 9-0 Hesston run, but Hesston still being super aggressive here as they're trying to come back down double digits.
No sense in taking chances right now defensively. Make Hesston earn it.
That last foul on Drake Augustine is going to be his second. Still just the fifth team foul on Southeast of Saline. Hesston has 8.
Yeah, I thought it was 6, but it might be just 5.
McGill with the inbounds on the side. Jake Proctor has it now. Center of the floor. A couple of dribbles to his left. He'll hand it off to Jackson Fry. Fry gets in the paint. Left-hand leaner off the window is good. 6 points for Jackson Fry. First-year head coach Garrett Roth up off the bench, applauding the efforts of his team, and now a foul will be called here against Jackson Fry. That's his first, and it will be a 1-and-1 situation. It's the last 1-and-1 for Southeast of Saline, and it will belong to Drake Augustine. First free throw on the way for Drake is good. 2 of 3 from the free throw line here in this fourth quarter for Drake Augustine. We went through the whole third quarter, didn't have any free throws by either team. Augustine trying to put the bonus on it with his second free throw attempt. Missed that one as well. Hesston with the basketball. 9-point advantage for Southeast of Saline. 4:24 left to play. Proctor with it, high post to McGill. Now Jake Gebhardt's going to tie him up, and it's going to belong to Southeast. Southeast of Saline got that basketball. Jake Gebhardt saw the low pass coming in at the high post and was able to get enough of it to tear it away, and it became a dual possession. Eli Sawyers will check in now for Jake Gebhardt with 4:19 left to go. Again, Proctor and Eli Sawyers both have 4 fouls for their respective teams. Both of them, the returning leading scorers from 1 year ago. Luke Gebhardt up top with the basketball. He's calling for a screen. He has two of them to use. Sawyer's on one side, Nakari on the other. Now Nakari backs down in the lane. One of the basketball, they can't get it to him. Now Augustine gets it to him. Kick out Nakari. Daniel Carrot, three-pointer won't go. Nakari almost saved that air ball, but it went off his right hand and out of bounds.
Well, when I was coaching, here's what you got to do. It's 4 minutes to go in the game. You got to make Hesston use time. You use time. Take a minute at a time off of there in 2 possessions.
Yeah, and I don't think that a lot of people, they look at how much time you're using on offense, but you got to give them some time and make them use time to score, don't you? Here's a three-pointer by Proctor. That's no good. Gebhardt with the rebound. One and dones always help as well.
Yes.
Daniel Kerr, he'll try a three on a quick shot. That's going to rattle around and go home. Daniel Kerr, who was an assassin against Hesston last year, finally gets his first bucket to go down here in this game. Now a miss by Hesston. Nakari on the rebound, flies down the floor with it, and he's going to see the stop sign on the bench by Bryson Flax, and Southeast is going to spread it out here. It's a 12-point game now. That three by Kerr was big.
Yeah, what I tell you, though, a minute, 2 possessions a minute.
Three.
We're almost there.
10 to go. Jackson Fry almost poked it away. Drake Augustine kept possession for Southeast. Trojans have a chance here.
He's out.
Reaching foul by Proctor. Luke Gebhardt came in underneath on a little back cut, a little flex cut on that offense, and Proctor didn't see him. He reached in, tried to steal the ball, and Luke kind of stepped into him, took the contact, and Jake Proctor will foul out. Proctor goes out with 14 points. Fought foul trouble majority of the second half. Luke Gebhardt at the line will have 2. First free throw on the way. Too strong, no good. Luke has a three-pointer to his credit offensively in this game that he hit in the third quarter. Part of that big run that Southeast had. Second free throw on the way. Good. 4 points now for Luke Gebhardt. 3 minutes left to play. 13-point lead for Southeast of Saline.
Make him use the time. Make him use the time.
There's a three-pointer, top of the circle. Hesston can't get it to go, and there's Nakari with yet another rebound. And a technical foul called on Heston's bench. First-year head coach Garrett Roth, unexpressionless, just kind of staring ahead, but the technical foul will go on Heston's bench. Don't know if it was him or not, doesn't matter. Free throws coming up now for Eli Sawyers, who will step to the line and take the freebies. So Sawyer's a chance here to manufacture 2 more points at the line. Southeast will then also get the basketball. Eli's first free throw is up, and it bounces around multiple times and does not go in. Second free throw, splashes home. Sawyers has 5. So a couple things have happened in this game, Coach. We saw Jake Proctor foul out with 14 points. Sawyers for Southeast only has 5 points, but I think it reaffirms what we knew coming in, and that is the supporting cast around each one of those players is much better for Southeast.
You're right. You know, I think that when Eli got in foul trouble early and you saw Jake Gebhardt come in, did you see us go down? No.
Yeah.
We didn't drop off. Now, Eli's not going to have very many games like this.
Yeah. Sawyers along the lane, right-hand side, a brief double team. Now he finds Nakari. Nakari is going to float to the basket, and they're going to say he took too many steps on that drive and traveled with it. 53-39. And I think the defense for Southeast tonight has been really impressive as well. We're looking at them. Again, I go back to Hesston, 70-4 in the last 3 seasons. And right now, they haven't even cracked 40 points with 2 minutes left.
And you know, they might not crack 42 many times because Proctor is their guy.
Yeah.
And if he does like he did tonight and somebody happens to check him the way our guys did, you got to give Drake Augustine some credit.
Yeah, absolutely.
He did a pretty darn good job, and then the guys that subbed in for him, they kept him pretty much in check. And I think he pressed himself because of that, frustrated him.
And there could be nights also that Proctor has 40 points by himself. That could very much happen.
He's capable.
Dalston gets the first free throw of 3 to go as he was fouled shooting a three-pointer by Luke Gebhardt. For Luke, that is his 3rd foul. Second free throw, also good. And a chance here for Hesston to manufacture points at the line with the clock not running. 1:58 left to go. Third free throw. Got the hat trick, all 3 of them. 10 points for Micah Dalston, and a timeout now for the Hesston Swathers. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll take it. An 11-point advantage for Southeast of Saline with 1:58 left to go here at Mabee Arena on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
We are on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan. Devin Haney, Francis Flax here, courtside of Mabee Arena. Power went out at Southeast of Saline. All the wind and everything going on. We don't know exactly what the cause was, but it wasn't just the school. It was a widespread area. And I think maybe some concerns, not only with power coming back on tonight, but maybe even tomorrow, depending on what kind of damage has been done and what DSNO has to do to improve that thing. I think that maybe the best call was to move it here to Kansas Wesleyan, and boy, everybody's done a super job doing that. From moving out of Southeast of Saline to coming in here, and Steve Wilson and our friends here at Kansas Wesleyan, I don't know how they did it, but it is incredible.
That's about as smooth a transition as you can make. I mean, what is it out there, 15 minutes? And we come in here and playing basketball?
Yeah. Again, I said in the first half, Steve told me from the time he got the call to the time kids were warming up, it was like 40 minutes, which is just incredible. Here's a foul now on Hesston, and we'll send Eli Sawyers to the free throw line. Eli makes the first. Second one coming up as Southeast of Saline will now be forced to probably put this one away at the free throw line. Second free throw by Sawyers is up too strong, no good off the heel. Eli now 2 of 4 from the free throw line here in this fourth quarter. 1:49 left to play, 54-42. Southeast of Saline leading by a dozen. If you missed it, the girls won by 13 points tonight over Hesston. They get it inside to McGill, and Lane McGill elevates for his first bucket of the fourth. He has 9. Southeast now speeding down the floor. Augustine has a baseline, but then plays it back out. It ends up top with Nakari. He hits a backdoor cutter, and Eli Sawyers for 2. You always say in this situation, right, depending on your approach, the only thing you'll accept is layups, and that's what Southeast got. 56-44. 72 seconds left to go. Here's another shot up on the left-hand side by Hesston. That's Micah Dalston, who has 12. Daniel Kerr with it. Left wing now, Luke Gebhardt. Gebhardt passes back to Kerr. We go under a minute. 56-46. Boy, what a statement to begin a brand new season by Southeast of Saline to sweep Hesston, boys and girls, on a single night. Kerr has the ball poked away from behind, but Sawyers is there to pick it up for Southeast. And the Trojans right now just want to see this clock milk away. 11:02 in the nighttime. There's Nakari splitting defenders, goes in for a jam, and that one's going to be waved off because the foul was on the floor, but just for style points, why not?
Why not?
Probably a lot of people in this gym that are watching Nakari wishing maybe he'd put their jersey on next year, huh?
Well, makes me go back to thinking I should have had a team. Yet.
Nakari at the free throw line, kind of grabbing his left calf there as he came down from being airborne, misses the first free throw. 13 points tonight for Nakari Morikel-Palmer, and boy, just a dominant game through stretches here by him. Especially with Sawyers on the bench and foul trouble, he was able to get everybody involved and just kind of keep Southeast of Saline hanging around and eventually got their lead back. 2 misses, though, at the free throw line there. 23 seconds left to go. Now Southeast just has to play some shadow defense here without fouling and run this one out. Augustine goes up, tips a rebound to himself. Now he plays it out to Luke Gebhardt. Gebhardt gets to Nakari with 10 left on the clock, and that should do it. Southeast of Saline is going to claim the number 1 spot, most likely, next week when the polls come out, if they matter this early in the year. But bigger than that, they beat the Hesston Swathers to open the season 1-0. 56-46, the final score. Trojans win it by 10. We'll be back here to wrap it up with scoring and also a conversation with head coach Bryson Flax. Postgame begins now. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers after a Trojan victory, 56-46 here on KINA.